Want to turn your speaking anxiety into confidence? Have you ever felt your heart race before speaking in front of a crowd? Or are you just curious to know how people leave impact after their speech? Hi everyone, welcome to Vaishnavi's chat box. This is Vaishnavi Srivastav, and today I'll be sharing very basic but important tips to become a confident public speaker. So without any further delay, let's start the video. The very first point is fit your message to the audience. In simple words, what we can say is that know your audience and tailor your content according to them. For example, if you are addressing a non-technical crowd, you cannot use technical jargons or technical phrases or words in front of them. They might not understand properly, and then ultimately they lose content. They lose interest in your content. So you have to express yourself in the manner your audience will understand it. So this is the very basic and the first point. Another important point is research well, prepare well, and practice is the key. It is very important to research and know your content very well. You have to go in depth to understand the things. You should try your best to know about the topic, and it is going to make you feel very confident while you speak. And also when people ask you questions, it also helps a lot because you are confident enough that okay, I have read about this thing and I can speak something. So research becomes very important. If I talk about preparation, you don't have to memorize the things. Go through your content, go through your speech again and again, and visualize the things. Remember the keywords. Keywords are important, and you can use acronyms to remember the keywords so that at that very point while you are speaking, you don't forget the things. And apart from this, if I talk about practice also, you should practice again and again. Try in front of the mirror, trying shooting a video and then checking what mistakes are you making. You can practice in front of your friends and then ask for feedback. If someone has practiced very well, that person can perform better than a person who is otherwise good but has not practiced well or prepared well. So it also becomes very important. So research, prepare, and practice. Moving on to the third point, a lot of times what happens is that people get anxious. They panic before their speech, before the event, their interviews, their performances, maybe exams even. So I will not say that stay calm. I'll not say, because I know for a lot of people it's practically not possible. But what I can say is use your anxiety to your advantage, to your favor. Personally, if I talk about myself, no matter how well I'm prepared for any interview or exam or speech, presentation, anything, I have that thing that I will be a little anxious for sure. So now what happens is, if I have that anxiety, if I panic, I tend to prepare more for that presentation or for that speech, for that interview. I tend to go through my content more. I tend to research very well. I structure the things in a proper manner. I also pay attention to my attire. So overall, it becomes more refined, and the end results, according to me, are better compared. If I give you an example, if we have an exam and someone has a fear of failing, then that person will tend to study more just because the person passes. So same way, if we are anxious, if we have some fear of what people will say, fear of how I'll perform, how I'll speak, then we need to use that fear and anxiety, and it also boosts our confidence. So this is my personal experience. If we have the fear of not performing well or of what people will say, then we'll tend to prepare better. So use that anxiety in your favor and stay confident that I will be able to do it, because a lot of people don't even know what we are talking about, but how is it is presented, it's very important. So this is another thing. The fourth point is speak very clearly and loudly. Your words should be very clear. There are a lot of people uh, who are prepared well, they have good knowledge on the topic, the content is good, everything is well prepared. But ultimately, when they speak, they are not able to express themselves in a better manner, in a good way. They are just mumbling, and people are not able to listen what they are exactly saying. Either they are too fast, or they are too slow, or they're just mixing up the words. We don't have to do that. Each and every word should be spoken very clearly and loudly, and it also portrays our confidence. So people tend to pay attention if we are very clear in our words and how we express. So it is another very important point. The next point that I'm going to mention is very, very important, but many people don't know how to use it, or they are not able to imply it. So the point is, voice modulation is very important. Voice modulation is a technique that includes the pitch you use, the tone, the speed, and it is used in expressing certain emotions and to emphasize on key points. So it helps in engaging the audience. So it becomes a very important, very key point of a content delivery. Now, if I give you an example, so if I say voice modulation is very important, and then I say voice modulation is very important, so there's a difference. I took a pause after is, and I emphasized on the word voice and on the word very. So it is emphasizing that okay, this particular thing is very important. So this is how you can modulate your voice and express yourself in a way that will help people to stay engaged in your content, and you need to learn how to imply it in your speech. This is one of the very, very important points. The next point is be interactive. You can start your speech by asking some questions that would draw the attention of your audience, or in between also you can encourage people to participate. You can ask for their point of view on a specific topic. So this will help them to engage more and pay attention to the discussion, or whatever speech you have, whatever you are delivering. The next point is support your points with facts and figures, or you can also tell a story. Also you can use some humor. So so facts and figures, what they help us in making our speech more credible. People will feel that okay, this is happening, this is a fact, so they might engage more, and you and your content would sound more credible. Then if I talk about the storytelling part, so again it helps in drawing people's attention. They would be interested. You can tell your personal story, or anything else that you have heard somewhere, or any story about any one else's experiences you can share on that topic. So people would be interested in listening to that. And then another point is that if you are good at managing humor, if you can crack quick and on the spot jokes, then this could also be important point for you. It might not work for everyone, but then if you are that kind of a person, you can use humor as well, if you can handle that. Another point is keep a check on your attire and gestures. If you dress well and your body language is good, then it makes you feel very confident at a personal level also, and people also, you look also confident. Like people also perceive that okay, this is a confident person, this might be a credible person, so they might be interested in your speech, because confidence plays a very important role. So your overall attire, your content, and your body language will show how confident you are regarding this that particular speech or your performance. Another very, very important point is don't care about what people say, what people think about you. Don't worry about your mistakes and keep on learning and improving yourself every time. Let people say whatever they want to, it doesn't matter. Many people will not be able to do even half of what you are doing. So just go speak. If you are at that point of time, if you are making some mistakes, you're forgetting things, you're fumbling, you just got stuck somewhere, it's okay. Just start again and have that confidence in yourself that you will be able to do it. Just believe yourself, and that at that point of time, don't worry about your mistakes. But when you go back, just reflect where you went wrong and learn from your mistakes, and make sure that you don't repeat it next time. So this way you'll keep on improving, and let people say whatever they want to. If you do very good in life, then also people will say something about you. If you're not doing that great, then also people will say something. If you're very good, people will say, oh, he's very over smart. If you're not good, they'll say, oh, he's very underconfident. So it doesn't matter, literally it doesn't matter. And finally, talking about impromptu speech delivery, there are a lot of times when we have to talk on the spot. We have to deliver a speech on the spot or impromptu. So for that, few things I'll mention. Very first thing is stay calm and confident. Just think that okay, I'll do it. I'll manage it somehow. So it is very important. Otherwise, at that very point when you're not prepared with the topic, you don't know your audience maybe, and also your content you don't know. So it at that point of time it becomes important to stay calm. The second thing is quickly jot down the points that are coming to your mind. Just jot down the keywords, maybe memorize it, or if you have a pen or a paper and or a phone, you can just write the keywords over there so that you can refer to that while speaking. And apart from that, for impromptu, I feel audience interaction becomes very important. Encourage your audience to speak, encourage your audience to give their point of view, and then build your content around that in between. Like, keep on doing that. Whatever people are saying, just pick points from there and then give your view on what the person said, and then other people will also get engaged in that. They'll also say something. So it's like picking up points and expressing your views on what other people are saying. So for impromptu, I think this becomes very important. Another point that I want to add is that you need to create a very strong introduction and a conclusion that will make an impact. For introduction, you can tell a story, a surprising fact, a quote or a bold statement, or you can ask a question from your audience. You can also create credibility by telling briefly about your background and connection with the topic and what makes you qualified to speak on it. This will create credibility and people will be interested in your speech. For conclusion as well, end your speech with a quote or a bold statement, or leave your audience with a question to think about. So, on the whole, be it your prepared speech, prepared content, or your impromptu speech delivery, believing in yourself plays a very important role, and also staying confident is very important. So these were the very basic but important points to be considered to become a good speaker, a confident speaker. And I hope you would have connected with few of the points at least, and it would have helped you. And that is it for this video. If you want me to elaborate any of these points, I can make a separate video. So let me know about it. And like, share, and subscribe. We'll meet next time. Till then, bye bye.